Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a just vacuuming video again. So most of the action today is going to involve the vacuum cleaners, a bit less of me talking and more of them vacuuming. Now in the last video I had a slight problem with this Miele, which is the S8730 HEPA, also known nowadays as the C3 Complete, in which the bag full indicator wasn't working properly. Now I took it apart and oiled it up, and then after that it didn't appear to work properly again. But since then, I mean, it seems to be this is just an update yesterday on the last video really, is that this does seem to be working again now. If I turn it on, and we can see the back full indicator going across, and then you can see it returns back again. So if I bring it all the way over again, and there we can see it's returning again. So I can't understand why all of a sudden, unless the oil has had a chance to penetrate into it now, but it seems to be working again. So if there's any change on that, I'll update it, but today we're going to be using it to do the downstairs area. I'm going to be using the Dyson V8, which is over there with the powered head on, to do the stairs. For upstairs I'm going to be using the V6 Absolute to do the bedroom. I also need to vacuum off my mattress as well with it, which is what I usually do in between washing the sheets. So that's a combination of three different vacuums that we're going to be using today. So without further ado, I think we ought to get down to it straight away. I've done reviews, by the way, of all these machines in detail on the channel. That includes the V8, the V6 Absolute, and this S8730, which is quite a rare model in the UK now. But we're using the STB205 turbo brush on it. It didn't come with that, but it's one of my turbo brushes from another machine, but I prefer to use this on the carpet because it does a better job than the straight suction head. And this machine as well is the 2200 watt version of this Miele, so it's well capable of driving this turbo brush, unlike some of today's models which are only 800 watts, some of them are even only 550 watts. So I think there is a new updated power head now for those, but I do prefer using the power head, the turbo brush, sorry, on the carpets. So in the usual style, I'll put the camera on the back of the chair to do while I do this room, and then I might hold it in my hand to do a bit over there. So we'll crack on. But I thought I'd just open that video there with a bit of an update on the last video, because when I left it on the last video it still wasn't working properly with that bag full indicator. Right, there we go, let's hope that doesn't slip off now. Okay. difficult thing about cylinder cleaners and cleaners with small heads, that you can fit them into tight spaces, like where the cat drinks underneath there, because it usually gets covered in cat hair. Let's just put the camera in the back of the chair to do this side of the room. The best thing about this machine is being able to turn it on and off with the handle grip by just pressing that button. so we'll just go and do into the kitchen area. So again, because it's plugged in over here now, I don't have to change sockets, and this socket here will reach all the way over to the other side there, and all the way down to the bottom of the bathroom, because it's got a fairly long cable, but not the longest. But if you plug it in the right socket, it usually reaches. Right, so we're going to leave this head on here just to do on these mats, and then I'll have to put the parquet floor head on just to do the bits of lino in the back there, because this turbo brush isn't terribly wonderful on the lino. So I'm going to turn it on, reduce the power slightly. If you have too much power on this, it just sticks and won't push very easily. See, all it does on the lino is just clamps itself down, and then you can hear the brush damaging the lino underneath there, so I don't use this on it very much. Right, so what I've got to do now is I've just got to just put the other floor head on, which is this one here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it on onto medium power. So, using the controls. Right, we'll go into the other room now, again. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the dusting brush on just to do this desk. So we need to remove the wand, like so, and then I can get the dusting brush, which is just here, which which is rather tricky with one hand. I'll just put it onto the end, like this. And then we have it set up just to do this bit of dusting, and I shall have it on minimum power. Like so. That's all you need for dusting. The cat comes on this windowsill, so it's could all do with repainting on here really. She makes a hell of a mess. Focus. Thank you. Okay, just need to put the turbo brush on. Put the turbo brush on now, increase the power. That handle, I'm going to have to take that strap off the camera because it keeps getting in the way all the time. It's just the carrying strap for my camera. Right, now what we're going to do is I'm just going to use this the V8 on the chair because I forgot to use the other thing on it because this gets really crumbs because I eat everything on this chair. I notice now that the turbo brush does get rather noisy. If you're using it on things like that, for some reason it causes the brush roll to start clattering in the housing, and I don't know why it does it. It's done that ever since it's been new. It doesn't seem to affect the performance, and I can't find anything visibly wrong with it. I think it's just the way they are. But now we're going to do the stairs with it now. So let's push this chair back. Full battery. Well, actually it isn't actually because I haven't had it on charge. see, it makes that noise whenever you put it on the edges of things and put more pressure on one area of the brush bar than the other. When it's on a level surface, it's actually okay. It's only when you put it on an edge. I'm just waiting for the camera to focus a bit here. It's better. There we go, simple as that. As I say, I don't know why it rattles like that. It's not affecting its performance, and I just think it just puts too much pressure on one area of the brush roll and causes it to start making that noise, but it's done it ever since it's been brand new, so I don't know. Let's put that down, and now for the last 5 minutes I need to come in here and use the V6 Absolute, which is waiting here, which I normally keep upstairs now to do the bedroom with. So we'll just quickly go around here with this. The grooming lines it leaves in the carpet. Very, very good machine, this V6 Absolute. I really do like this machine a hell of a lot. Now, I've never actually filmed doing this before, but I wanted to see if I could film it doing the mattress. Okay. And there we go. That really does do a fantastic job on the mattress. You look inside there, just how much fine dust that pulls out. Your mattress is one of the dirtiest places in your house, because you obviously sleep on this every night and your skin cells come off. And obviously they're going to go all over your sheets and your mattress. And it's one of the things they do on the Kirby demonstrations, is coming up and vacuuming people's mattresses. Now I do this once a week normally, and this machine always seems to fetch out an awful lot. I mean, I wish it would focus. There we go. I mean, that is just all fine dust in there, so that is really, really good. And we can see the problem there with the build-up on the shroud. That's the only thing that I don't like that much about this machine, is the emptying. But otherwise, I just love how to hold it. I love how it all goes together like this. How light it is and how balanced. I would just take this any day over the V10. I'm sorry, but I really do think that the V6 for me is the best Dyson handheld. The V8 is a bit heavier. I'm not too keen on the noise that mini turbo brush makes when you're using it. But quite frankly, for me, the V6 is the one that does it. And it's a shame now that they're discontinuing it, because it's a great machine if you can put up with the emptying. But anyway, that's the just vacuuming session done for today. I've run out of time, because obviously I can't do any more in this video. I would have liked to have done some more dusting downstairs, but a little variation there, using 3 different machines instead of just the one. So until the next time, I will see you again soon. Bye for now.